For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Rice Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Slips one guy, now he's just whacked. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice move to keep running. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Arizona in a hurry. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Kruger. At the 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48. And this offense is rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Going to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, another broken tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Might be looking to run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Arizona right back to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Clark wants to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll get rid of it. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout.
Free up the gut. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Owls! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
21, Arizona, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Clark to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Kruger. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's in Arizona.
Timber! Wants to go up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Marks. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Richardson. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Arizona comes out with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Arizona in a hurry.
And that's an Arizona.
Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Clark wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The short hands, it's Richardson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Arizona right back to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just keep slinging it. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's off. Touchdown Wildcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Clark to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3.
On the field goal.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The give to the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Fighting off the defender. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind end.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. That's caught. It's Richardson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Buys a little time. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Arizona in a hurry. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. To the air on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They want to throw it. Looking for the score.
decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Rice. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Finding an escape route. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Touchdown, Arizona! And the comeback is on! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
He has the first and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Look out, he's got just steamrolling the defense. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Give to the running back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Hucks it out of the air. Got some room, headed to... Goes upstairs. Touchdown, Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. coming out to bear down. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Snowed under by the defense. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the laundry marked the field, 1st and 5 for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Caught in the backfield, it's Kruger. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw it. It's complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. With the catch, it's Shaw. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Touchdown, Arizona! And here they come, almost all the way back. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
If defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Clark wants to throw. On the run, still looking. Gonna try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davidson. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Using his legs, it's Davidson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And turning coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on!
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.